The Exorcism of Anneliese Michel, a terrifying possession. This story based by true facts. In the small town of Klingenberg am Main, Germany, in the early 1970s, a series of exorcisms would take place that would send shockwaves through the world and leave a lasting impact on the field of paranormal investigations. This is the chilling true story of Anneliese Michel, a young woman who became the center of a terrifying possession case that would test the boundaries of faith and skepticism. Anneliese Michel was born on September 21, 1952, into a devoutly Catholic family. From a young age, she was known for her piety and strong faith. However, as she entered her teenage years, her behavior began to change dramatically. Anneliese became withdrawn and exhibited signs of severe depression and anxiety. She also began experiencing violent seizures and hearing strange voices in her head. Alarmed by their daughter's alarming transformation, Anneliese's parents sought medical help, hoping to find a logical explanation for her distressing symptoms. However, despite numerous examinations and tests, no physical or neurological cause could be found. Her condition only worsened, and medical professionals were at a loss for an effective treatment. Desperate for answers and a cure for their daughter's suffering, Anneliese's family turned to their faith. They sought the advice of their local Catholic priest, who, after witnessing Anneliese's behavior, believed that she might be suffering from demonic possession. He suggested the possibility of performing an exorcism, an ancient ritual believed to expel malevolent spirits from the possessed. The concept of exorcism, though centuries old, was rarely practiced at the time, and the Catholic Church approached it with caution and skepticism. It required official approval from the church authorities. Anneliese's case was eventually examined by Bishop Joseph Stangl, who consulted with medical experts, theologians, and psychologists before granting permission for the exorcism to be performed. In September 1975, the exorcism rituals began under the supervision of Father Arnold Renz and Pastor Ernst Alt. Anneliese was 23 years old at the time. Over the next 10 months, the young woman underwent a grueling series of exorcisms, often several times a week. The exorcisms were physically and emotionally intense, with Anneliese displaying superhuman strength and speaking in various languages, some of which she had never learned. Her body would contort into unnatural positions, and she would exhibit aversion to religious symbols and objects. During these sessions, she claimed to be possessed by multiple demonic entities, including Judas Iscariot, Lucifer, Nero, and Hitler. As news of the exorcism spread, public interest in the case grew, and skeptics questioned the legitimacy of the possession claims. Some believed that Anneliese's condition might have been due to a severe mental illness, such as epilepsy or schizophrenia, and that the exorcisms were exacerbating her already fragile state. Despite the skepticism, Anneliese's family and the priests remained steadfast in their belief that she was genuinely possessed. They argued that her behavior was beyond the realm of any medical or psychological explanation, and the exorcisms were their last hope for saving her. Tragically, as the months wore on, Anneliese's physical health declined rapidly. She became increasingly emaciated, refusing to eat and drink, believing that the demons were preventing her from consuming anything. The grueling exorcism sessions took a severe toll on her body and spirit. On July 1, 1976, Anneliese Michel passed away at the age of 23. The official cause of death was attributed to malnutrition and dehydration. Her body was covered in wounds and bruises, evidence of the intense physical strain she endured during the exorcisms. Anneliese's death sparked a controversial legal case. Her parents and the priests who performed the exorcisms were charged with negligent homicide, and a trial ensued. The proceedings garnered international attention, with debates over whether Anneliese was a victim of possession or tragic medical negligence. In 1978, the court found the parents and priests guilty of negligent homicide. However, they were given lenient sentences and were not required to serve any jail time. The presiding judge recognized the sincerity of their belief in possession and acknowledged that they had acted out of genuine concern for Anneliese's well-being. The case of Anneliese Michel continues to be a subject of fascination and controversy. Some view it as a tragic example of religious fanaticism and the dangers of relying on faith alone to treat serious medical conditions. Others believe it to be a genuine instance of possession, a battle between good and evil. Anneliese's story has inspired books, documentaries, and even movies, including The Exorcism of Emily Rose, which drew heavily from her case. The Catholic Church has since become more cautious in approving exorcisms. emphasizing the importance of thorough medical and psychological evaluations before resorting to such rituals. To this day, the case of Anneliese Michel remains an enduring enigma, an unsettling reminder of the complexities of the human mind, the power of faith and belief, and the enduring fascination with the supernatural. Whether her possession was a profound spiritual event or a tragic manifestation of mental illness, Anneliese's story continues to captivate and terrify those who dare to delve into the chilling world of exorcisms and demonic forces. If you like this story, please like this video and subscribe.